insanity will always reign supreme. We are the Dimension. Hey guys, welcome back again. Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back again to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So recently, now, you know, YouTube community, there's so many people doing videos, reviews all the time of various figures that maybe you looked at, you're like, I don't know if I want to go for that. But then you catch somebody's stream, you catch someone's video, they're showing you a different point of view that you weren't open to originally. And it's like unlocking a floodgate. Well, here at Dave's Dimension, we had one of those events happen. There's been a few YouTubers, including one specifically, Dude's Nerdery. You probably know him from the Night Owls and Three Men and a Monkey Lizard streams. He's got an amazing collection and definitely an amazing point of view on various Marvel Legends, and I mean just figures in general. Now, I've always, years ago when I was a kid, I was always a fan of Fantastic Four, and I really like Fantastic Four, but I wasn't too, like, when the retro wave was initially announced, I'll be honest, I wasn't too sure if that's something that I wanted to jump on. It was something I was like, you know what, I already got my hand in a lot of different collections. Do I really want to do that? Well, I was kind of the mindset that I was going to pass on it. Well, Dude's Nerdery, which I'll have a link to his channel in the video description below. He had a whole string of streams the week before last, a couple weeks back, and just blew me away. He did some unboxings of some Fantastic Four. It blew me away and, well, put me to the point where I had to order some. So that's what we're going to do today. We're actually going to unbox one of the figures that I got in. I ordered a couple from Amazon, and I also ordered a couple from Hasbro and a couple from Dorkside Toys. And in fact, I'm going to have a link to Dorkside Toys in the video description as well. And again, Dorkside was, I heard of this site before. I never purchased anything from them. But I said, what the hell, because when I do shopping, when I'm looking to buy an item, I do comparative shopping. I'm just going to pull it up on several different sites, see who's got the best price, and go for it. I mean, that's just common sense, right, guys? So, what I did was, I went to Dorkside, and believe it or not, they had some amazing deals. These deals blew me the hell away, guys. Now, so much so that I ordered a couple things from there, and I'm actually looking at ordering some more. I mean, they had several of the Fantastic Four figures for $15.99, considering they're going full price at $22.99 retail at your local stores, or even online at places like Big Bad Toy Store, GameStop, and just anywhere and everywhere you can think of. And don't even get me started on the eBay prices. So let's get right into this, guys. What do you say? Okay, so this one is going to be the Human Torch. Now, I got this from Amazon. They packed it. They didn't ship it in a bag. They actually sent it. They shipped it face down in a box with some airbags in here. And the box, now, you guys know I'm an out-of-boxer, okay? We're going to set this off to the side. Now, as you can see, this card is pretty much straight. I mean, there's a little bit, let me see if I can get you right under there. There's a little bend right here at the corner. And something similar right here. But, all in all, this is a fairly straight box, guys. This is a fairly straight card back, as you guys can see. I mean, for the most part, I almost feel bad that I'm going to cut into this, but I mean, just by itself, I mean, we have a good sized card back. This is nice, thick card stock here. This is not your typical flimsy card stock. I mean, it's a very cool display piece. You guys can tell right there. I mean, obviously, we have the Human Torch. We have some supposed to be fire effects that can go around his arms, forearms, and wrists. Very similar to what we saw in the Scarlet Witch Marvel Legends. We get some alternate hands, and I've already seen through other videos Now we can take actually some of the flame effect off. But you guys know how I roll. I am all about out of box, so we are going to let him free. We are going to free Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. I know. There's people right now who are cringing when they see this. Now, I grew up watching the old there was a Fantastic Four back from the 70s and 80s. There we go. There's nothing really holding him in. I'm going to save you guys from hearing all that crinkling rap right there. Okay, so got him out of the plastic. Now, like I said, we do get some pretty good hands right here. I wish I had an extra light that I could shine so you guys can see. This is very translucent. If you hold it up to a light, you can see right through it. So it definitely has a fire effect. If you're planning to set him up or display him with some lighting, you definitely want to go that route, guys. So we get these two fist hands. Both hands are fists. Even though he has a fist hand right here, and he has an open hand, but they have flame effects on here, guys. Just to show you guys that right there, he's got molded flame right on his hand. So if you want that off, you could take that out and we can put just a closed fist that has no effect on. Personally, I think that's a little boring, don't you? Because we have this molded flame right here on his forearm. Let me see. I'm sorry about that, guys. We have this molded flame right here. I mean, it's very cool. But if you don't have anything on here, it's almost like it's kind of looks like it's being wasted. So I'm going to throw that back on. Now, he has this extra flame that you can actually take right off of him. So here he is by himself. But then we can actually slot this right in. It just goes over his shoulders and hangs there. That's all it does. Just kind of hangs there. Not perfectly even. You know, now there is a peg hole back here. I'm not sure what the peg hole purpose is for. As you guys can see, there is a peg hole right there. Just pushing my blade in there so you guys can kind of see. There is a peg hole there. I'm not sure for what purpose. Do they have in mind maybe to give us a Fantastic Four car? I don't know. That would be definitely something cool. If it's something that will peg him in or not, I'm not sure why there's the peg there, but there is. I know Marvel's done that on a lot of figures. They'll have a peg hole, even though it serves no purpose. They might have actually included this flame to a certain point to kind of cover that hole, because this flame, it has kind of a gap, but this center portion right here covers that hole perfectly. But take a look at here. We have in the old animation style, they used to have lines going down Johnny's torso to kind of give that kind of flame effect. You guys can kind of see that right there. And they kind of gave us that old school effect, and they have it running throughout his entire body. If you go down his legs, his feet, we have him all across his body right there. This is a very cool, very awesome head. Again, we have the flame sculpt going right at the top of his head right here. It's an awesome, awesome likeness. Let's throw these swirly kind of flames on. I mean, I guess, let me see, if we're good enough, maybe we can get this wrapped around. I don't know if I'll get it wrapped around his torso, his upper arm. I think it's really meant for more of the... This is the same kind of effect we see, swirling effect that we see like on Scarlet Witch and a few others. So it definitely adds a little bit more, like he's surging up his firepower, his flame power, to like he's about to throw a blast at somebody. So I mean, there is that. I mean, this is a pretty cool effect. This is something that obviously they've recycled a few times over, but it's kind of cool that they, you know, obviously they adapted it and they kind of gave it, you know, a Human Torch kind of flair to it, so to speak. No pun intended. You know, I mean, it looks good. This is definitely something I'm going to have to play with quite a bit. Now, you get your regular rotation down at the feet. Regular hinge at the knees. I mean, this is your basic Marvel figure. This is not something brand new. They did not completely retool this. It's a very cool mold. I'm sure they kind of did basically the Iceman mold for the most part, which I don't have, so I really can't speak to that, except for some of the joints or some of the spots they added flame instead of like a crystalline effect like they did with Iceman. I am actually thinking of getting Iceman. He's on my, I'm hanging around, kind of uncertain kind of vibe going on right now. Let's bring the ring light down a little bit to give Johnny a little bit more presentation here. It's definitely an awesome figure, guys. I'm really digging this figure tremendously. I think he's awesome. I can't wait for his other version. Now, there is the flame version like we have right here, and there is a human version of Johnny Storm. I also ordered him as well. I ordered him through Hasbro, so we'll see if and when I actually get it. I'm dealing with some issues with Hasbro that I'm not going to get into during this video, but if you're a Fantastic Four fan, you definitely got to hop on him. I mean, the sculpt on the legs, they did a tremendous job here, and also, we can take his head off. And that's what I plan on doing. We can take the head off. I plan to do that with the Johnny Storm and do a mixture of both, which, I mean, is kind of a no-brainer. Dude's Nerdery did that, so it's not as if I have a brainstorm of an idea. He's done it, and I'm sure plenty other people have done it too. But it's pretty good, solid, good. I mean, the feet, the ankle joints on here, they don't feel too loose. It does feel, it could be a little tighter here with the shin and the boot, so to speak. It could be a little tighter, but it's not overly loose. It's pretty solid here. And honestly, I can't wait to get the other figures. I mean, he looks pretty awesome. Now, I have him ordered. I have his human half ordered. I have the Invisible Woman invisible form ordered through Hasbro. But like I said, I'm dealing with some issues with them. I have the Thing coming. I also have, well, Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards is coming through too. So I'm looking forward to getting him as well. But yeah, we got a bunch of stuff coming through the pipeline. And just a very quick review here, guys. I really like this figure. I mean, I can't wait to do the kit bashing, as some people like to call it, where I can take his head and his hands off, put him on the other Johnny Storm once I get him, and it's going to look even better. And I think I might actually get both Sue Storms. I might get the human Sue Storm. I know a lot of people are calling her the White Chicks version, but I was thinking of taking the invisible head and putting it on that Sue Storm and doing the same thing with the hands. So we'll see what happens, guys. In fact, right now, Dorkside Toys has her for $15.99, so you might want to jump on her as well. So there we are, guys. Just a very quick review. Nice quick unbox. Johnny Storm. What do you think about him? Now, my thoughts are, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's definitely, he's a 9.5, guys. He's a 9.5. You get some light going on him. Right now, I have him under a ring light, and he's just lighting up big time. Now, imagine you had an LED light underneath just lighting his entire torso up. That would be fantastic. And that could be something else here. If you have a small enough LED, you might be able to peg it into the peg hole and light him up that way. So that might be something else we might play around with. But yeah, he looks fantastic, doesn't he? No pun intended. There we are. You definitely got to get him. If you're a Marvel fan, you need to get the Fantastic Four. If you're a Fantastic Four fan, this is a no-brainer, guys. Grab him, jump on him. You see him in the stores, you see him on a website, order it, get it right away today, okay? So that's all we have for this video, guys. Just a very quick review. And by the way, I want to thank everyone who's been supporting the channel. The channel's growing tremendously, bigger, and just blowing my mind. I never thought we could get this far. Hoping we can keep that momentum going. Now, as you guys see in the scroll right at the bottom, we have a Cash App if you want to donate to the channel, help us grow and get more figures and bigger and better things to do reviews and to unbox. Please, it'd be greatly appreciated. You can always hit me up at Instagram at Daves_Dimension, and also you can hit me up on Twitter and also at email at davesdimension78@gmail.com. So until next time, guys, there's just two things I want you to do. Keep on busting and I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.